Welcome back to the J Educate YouTube channel. In today's video, we are just going to cover some recent news topics that have happened in the past week or so. So to begin, let's look at some Kaspa statistics. Currently, Kaspa is sitting at 14 cents flat, it looks like right now, and the volume is currently at $78 million. Our market cap is currently sitting at $3.03 billion, and our ranking is number 28 in the entire crypto market. Our highest hash rate so far is 69.50 petahashes, and our current one is 66.9 petahashes. Our current supply is currently at 21.6 billion. We are 12 days away from the next reduction of the Kaspa block reward. Currently, it's sitting at 156 Kaspa per block, and our next reward will be 147 Kaspa per block within the next 12 days. Looking at the top addresses here, you can still see that the top 10 owns about 15%. The top 100 owns about 32%, and the top 1000 owns about 58%. And this has been declining here. We can take a look at humpbacks here, and it looks like we did lose one humpback recently. And then also for sharks, we have lost 5 in the last 30 days, but pretty much everything else has just been gaining. More and more holders are coming onto Kaspa and just huddling it. So currently, if we are looking at the top 10 addresses, you could see that it's filled with exchange wallets, and the Uphold wallet is now finally listed here. And you could see it's number 4. And then number 6 is that BitGet. Number 9 is another MEXC wallet. And then KuCoin is sitting at number 1 with over 925 million Kaspa. Seriously, they are about to hit 1 billion Kaspa, and I'm pretty sure they have another wallet in there if you keep looking through the list here. But seriously, if you guys have your Kaspa on any of these exchanges, please take them off the exchange. I understand you have to be on there if you're a trader or something like that. But if you are trusting these exchanges to keep your Kaspa safe, you are not in a good place. You should highly consider getting a cold storage wallet device to hold your Kaspa completely offline. I have videos describing that and explaining all the different options you can try for that. Looking at mining pools, you can see that Kaspa sits at number 6 when it comes to proof of work coins, currently at 3.03 billion, just under Monero. And if we are looking by emissions, Kaspa is still the number 2 best proof of work when looking at mining emissions within the last 24 hours. I just believe this metric right here is a testament to where Kaspula should be when it comes to valuation. And in my opinion, Kaspa is probably the best proof of work in existence right now after Bitcoin in terms of technology. Kaspa is better than Bitcoin in terms of technology, but of course, does not hold the same fundamentals and period that Bitcoin has had in the past. So it will take much longer to catch up to Bitcoin's market cap. Nonetheless, I still believe Kaspa is heavily undervalued, especially if it's under Litecoin here. So moving on to some news topics. Let's take a look at this. Kaspa has been integrated into a new wallet called Carbon Browser. So that's always good for Kaspa just to get integrated on all types of wallets and exchanges and browser implementations, because Kaspa should be available everywhere. So that's good for adoption. Also, Kaspa is being featured on the homepage of this app. So that just helps adoption for Kaspa and more eyes to see Kaspa on the app for whoever's using it. Also, Kaspa was just recently listed on WUWX. I've never heard of this exchange, but it has listed Kaspa to do a perpetual future, it looks like. And it says stake WU to enjoy lower trading fees. So you can go ahead and trade futures on Kaspa on WUX. Also, BTSE is another exchange that just announced futures trading for Kaspa. They already have listed Kaspa on the spot, I believe, but now they have futures there. And then also recently, Kaspa was listed on CoinStash, which is just another exchange. You can now trade KAS BTC and KAS USDT and KAS Ethereum on CoinStash. So that's pretty good that it offers all these swap pairs on there. So that's good. And it's an Australian exchange. So I know there are a lot of people in Australia that have Kaspa. So this is good for them. And then one of the biggest listing announcements was Kaspa on the futures market for Binance. So truly, Kaspa is closer to being listed on the spot market for Binance. We just have to wait a little bit longer. I'm pretty sure the last time this happened where Kaspa got listed on an exchange and it was only futures, typically it took 2 months before it got listed on the spot. And this is just because Kaspa, to integrate on exchanges, takes some time, and there's just work that needs to be done in the backend to allow Kaspa to be on exchanges and work flawlessly so that you can send and receive Kaspa on the exchange. So nonetheless, US Binance has Kaspula futures, and we can expect a spot listing shortly. Coderiv staff has also put out an update for 10 blocks per second. I know this is imminent for Kaspa and something that needs to get done so that Kaspa can continue moving forward on further developments. But currently, Coderiv staff says, here's an update on the current state of affairs for the 10 blocks per second testnet 11 relaunch. We tested it internally and have identified opportunities for further improvement. We are working on these issues as we speak. If you are interested in the specifics, hop on over to GitHub and check out the recent pull request getting drafted and merged in. And then he says, we are targeting an internal relaunch to verify the fixes on December 2nd with gradual load increase and growing mempool pressure. If we are satisfied with the results, we will set a date for the public relaunch, which extends the experiment to a global-scale distributed network. It says, stay tuned for more updates. If you don't understand what's going on here currently, they are testing 10 blocks per second and fixing all the bugs. Then they are going to run it internally without the world being able to run it. And then they are going to set a date for a public release. Now, this isn't the official release for Kaspa, 10 blocks per second to be on the main net, but this is just on the test net for the entire world to start testing it. I estimate that this testing will probably go on for about 6 months to ensure that 10 blocks per second on Kaspa has absolutely no bugs at all, pretty much, and is incredibly safe and secure to finalize a process to hard fork into this new version. So it's going to take some time and some testing, but we do want as much testing as possible because we don't want to get this wrong and the developers want to get this right so that Kaspa can become one of the greatest base layer 1's cryptos for proof of work in the whole world. So this is good news. And then the last piece of news that is interesting was Dr. Martin from Uphold said, a European company will issue the first ever ETP. He says this is similar to a US ETF for Kaspa. Details to follow after the official launch, Kaspa. So this is pretty huge. I mean, I don't know any of the details right now. Dr. Martin has been saying a lot of things about Kaspa, and that's one of his favorite projects. He promotes Kaspa a lot. It's currently on Uphold, and he's helped Kaspa adopt a ton. So this is really interesting news. And a Kaspa type of ETF looks like it's going to be short, which, of course, will drive more and more adoption for Kaspa. So it's just crazy to see the level and amount of adoption Kaspa is receiving. I feel like every week I can come on here and make a new video and just have tons of different things that are happening in terms of adoption for Kaspa. So it's not slowing down anytime soon. So it's great to see all this stuff. We have come to the end of today's video. Kindly support our channel by giving me a like, dropping me a comment, and subscribing for more content about Kaspa and crypto. Thank you for tuning in and see you again in the next video.